Welcome back to another NBA 2K17 MyLeague rebuild. Today we're going to be rebuilding the Oklahoma City Thunder. I know it has been, I believe, a week and a half since my last video. I do apologize about that, but I'm just finding time now to make a video, so hopefully this goes up on the day it is made. But today we're doing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, Kevin Durant left in the offseason. I didn't like that. I wish he stayed with them. Even as much as I think I would rather have him stay with the Thunder than come to the Celtics, honestly, just to keep him and Russ together, maybe get them a championship, but it does not look like that's ever going to happen. But let's take a look at their current roster. They do have Russell Westbrook obviously leading their team. He's the only player on this team that is absolutely 100% safe. He's not going anywhere, in my opinion, best point guard in the league. The rest of the team, Adams and Canner are up in the air for me. I may keep Adams, just after this year he gets paid a lot of money. So if I get a trade offer for him that I like better, I'm going to look to move him. Enes Kanter is free to go. He's getting paid a pretty good amount of money for, I think, the stats that he's going to put up. But I think I'm going to give him a year. Victor Oladipo is also, after the season, going to start getting paid a lot of money, so I'm going to probably look to move him. But that's it. The rest of this team is just not good at all. So we have some moves to make with this team, and once I make my first trade, you guys will see it. So we are sending the Brooklyn Nets the Montes Sabonis and a 2019 second-round pick for the Celtics, right to swap first-round pick this year, just because for some reason the Celtics are usually bad in the first year. I don't really know why, but if they are, we get a good pick. If not, we really didn't give up much. We're also picking up the best #1 overall pick of all time, Anthony Bennett, so he's never going to get any minutes. So I think I have a few more trades to make, and I'll see you guys with them. So no more trades will be made for season #1, as this is going to be the rotation. Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, Jeremy Grant, Enes Kanter, Steven Adams. Off the bench, we do have Joffrey Laverne, Cameron Payne, Andre Roberson, Nick Collison, and Anthony Morrow. So I'll see you guys at the end of season #1, where hopefully we can possibly make the playoffs, but at least hopefully the Celtics will do bad, so we have a pretty good pick. And at the end of season #1, MVP goes to LeBron James, averaging 22 points per game, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. I wish it was Russell Westbrook, but it wasn't. I can't do anything about that. Ben Simmons wins Rookie of the Year. Brandon Knight wins 6th Man of the Year. LeBron wins Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know why I thought that was 6th man for a second, but that would have, I don't even know. D'Angelo Russell wins Most Improved, and Tyronn Lue of the 62 and 20. Cleveland Cavaliers is your Coach of the Year, but I did want to go over what surprised me. Not that Russell Westbrook's on the All-NBA first team. If you look at his stats, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. That's MVP right there. I wish it was him, but it wasn't. We went 54 and 28, which is actually good enough for first in the West somehow. I don't know how. The Warriors were third. We were down like within the stretch of like the final 10. We were down 4 games, I think. I don't know how that happened. It wasn't the best record in the NBA because the Cavs are probably unbeatable. But I'm looking good for these playoffs. Damn it, the Celtics made the playoffs. It's one. They either do really bad or really good. Clearly here they didn't do really good, but like they made the playoffs, so I'm going to say that's good enough for us to get a bad pick. But like this would be, though, they never do. They never like just miss the playoffs. They're either in the playoffs or they're like the Nets here. So I really should have traded for the Nets, but I may try to move Kanter and Adams and maybe even get that #1 pick. So let's get into these playoffs though. I do want to look at the stats real quick. Westbrook obviously led us in scoring. Then it was Adams. Pretty solid season, 14.5 and 9 rebounds. But if I can get a trade from someone that can help our team a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oladipo, not a bad season, but he's going to be moved. Kanter wasn't terrible, but these guys are all just going to start making so much money that I don't really want to pay him it. Cameron Payne off the bench, 12 points, 5 assists. I'll take that from him. But playoff time, we were taking on the Utah Jazz in round #1. They shouldn't be hard at all. Russell Westbrook should go off. And we went in 5. Now we're taking on the James Harden-led Houston Rockets. Come on, let's beat them. Battle of 2 MVP candidates right here. 2-2 in this series. We're down 3-2, 3-3, and we get eliminated. But I didn't think we were going to beat the Warriors anyways, as the Warriors go on to win the NBA Finals. As Kevin Durant's your MVP. Oh boy, maybe I'll try to bring KD back here in the offseason. But let's go to league meetings, see if we have anything to change here. Nope. Don't care what that really said, but NBA draft, let's see how our picks looking, and I may look to make a trade. Right now, we have like 6 players under contract and negative cap space. So Adams and Oladipo are definitely being moved. Kanter's probably being moved. So I'll see you guys when I have a trade. So I'm going to see if the Philadelphia 76ers will accept this trade for the #1 overall pick. Steven Adams, Enes Kanter, and the 16th overall pick for the #1. I don't think this will go through just because how much value it has, but I feel like if I throw him another first... damn. How about a future first too? Come on. Damn. And then I can't trade protection backups. Oh, you know what? I may have just given up a lot for the #1 overall pick, but let's look at the positive here. We have salary to play with now. I'm still going to move Oladipo. Or maybe I'll even keep Oladipo depending on who I sign. But now we have the #1 overall pick, and I'll see you guys at rookie signings. So here are rookie signings with the #1 overall pick. I ended up taking Jason Tatum to hopefully be our starting small forward next year, unless I can sign like a Gordon Hayward, maybe Kevin Durant free agency. But right now, Jason Tatum's going to have that starting role going into next year. Team player options, Cameron Payne definitely coming back after, I believe, 12 points and 5 assists off the bench. I'll bring back Anthony Bennett for a mil. I'll bring back Josh Huestes, I guess. And I guess I'll just bring all these guys back just for some roster spots. But KD's a free agent, so I guess I'll see you guys either with the trade or my first free agency signing. So someone that I do not trade for too often in Julius Randle, we're going to be sending Victor Oladipo and Jeremy Grant to the Los Angeles Lakers for Julius Randle and Timothy Mozgov. Mozgov's salary is going to be off this team, but I like Randle, so I think he can be our starting power forward next year. And now we have a little bit more money for free agency, as soon as I trade Timothy Mozgov. Don't know why my game's taking so long to load right now, but I guess I'll see you guys with my trade for Timothy Mozgov. So I just sent Timothy Mozgov to the Golden State Warriors for a first-round pick and a second. Reason being, I like to give players with high salaries to the Warriors just because they'll accept them for literally a pick, and it doesn't always give them room to re-sign both Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry. So if I can land either one of them, that would be huge. I'm going to try to get Kevin Durant right now, bring him back to Oklahoma City. Doesn't look like he wants to, but if I get Curry, maybe run him at shooting guard. That would be nice. Pacers are ahead of us. Why is that? Oh, my God. All right, well, I'll go in for Chris Paul, I guess. Give him a no-trade clause, too, and then I'll have... Does nobody want to come here? Like, seriously? Well, we don't get Chris Paul. Come on, Durant. Come on, buddy. Player option, no-trade clause. Doesn't look like he's going to accept it. Why doesn't Steph want to come here? Why can't I give him more money, too? What? Why is this as much money as I can give him? All right. I don't know why that's it. But I'll also make an offer to Gordon Hayward. I'd definitely take Gordon Hayward over, like, honestly, what it would have been in Victor Oladipo any day of the week. I'll give him not no trade clause, but I'll give him the player option. We're his only offer. All right, well, we didn't get... My plan didn't work out, but we didn't get Gordon Hayward either. Ooh, but Blake would be interesting because I think I could trade Blake for a pretty good small forward. We get Hayward. No, I'll just keep Hayward. I don't really get Gordon Hayward too often. So now, how much money do we have? Player contract, we have 14 mil to spend, which isn't terrible. And what position? I think I need a shooting guard. How much does George Hill want? I know he's not a shooting guard. Caldwell Pope, and no. Ooh, JJ Redick. That would be interesting. I don't ever really get him. And that would not be bad. I'll give you that in a player option. 14 million for a 33-year-old is kind of high, but you know what? I'll go ahead and pay him the big bucks. I'll bring all these guys back. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 with some trades. So I'm going to try to somehow get this worked out with the Indiana Pacers, sending them Andre Roberson and Cameron Payne for Miles Turner. I didn't know Andre Roberson had a no-trade clause, so obviously he's not going to be involved in this deal. I guess I'll give you Laverne, too. I don't think they're going to do this just because I don't really have the assets to do this. I guess I'll just fill them up with second-round picks if they want to do this. I guess that'd be nice, but they probably... Oh, okay. You know what? They do want to do it. I guess second-round picks are finally having a little bit of value for me, so I think I'm going to leave this rotation. Okay, definitely not happening. I guess I'm going to have to get rid of... I'm going to try to get rid of JJ Redick, actually, because I'd rather have Turner start... Or not Turner, excuse me. I think I'd rather have Tatum to start at shooting guard, even though he is 6'8". Actually, how tall is Hayward? He's 6'8", too, so I think I'm just going to run Tatum at shooting guards. Let's see right now what I can get for JJ Redick. Anything good? I mean, he is a shooter. That I kind of like having a shooter, but DeAndre Jordan. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Let's take DeAndre Jordan on the team. I don't mind that. So I think I'm going to have him start as center, and then I'm going to move, what's his name? I'm going to move Miles Turner to power forward. Then I'm going to have Randall come off the bench, which I think is the way to go. Power forward. So I think this team is really looking good now. Snow there and there. And you can get, Hayward has to get 30, so this rotation is actually really looking solid. So it's going to be Westbrook, Tatum, Hayward, Turner, and DeAndre Jordan off the bench. Andre Roberson, Julius Randle, who really should be above him for minutes-wise. Jeff Withy, Alex Abrinas, I'm not sure who that is, and Anthony Morrow. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2, where hopefully this team can win a championship. And at the end of season number 2, Russell Westbrook wins the MVP award, as he should have last season as well. This year averaged 28 points, 10.5 rebounds, 12 assists, 2.5 steals, and half a block. Absolutely ridiculous numbers. That's ridiculous. I I thought he was a little bit younger than 29, but I guess he wasn't. Harry Giles wins Rookie of the Year, averaging a double-double with 21 points, 10 rebounds for the Dallas Mavericks. I'd like to see them turn in another direction. I guess they're going to need a new power forward really soon in real life, too, because Zerk will be retiring at some point. Lonzo Ball wins 6th Man of the Year in his rookie year. Coming off the bench with 18.5 points, 1 rebound, 6.5 assists. It's impressive for him. He's up to an 81 overall. Karl Anthony Towns wins Defensive Player of the Year, absolute monster. Corey Joseph wins Most Improved. Seen that a few times, not too many times. And Billy Donovan, our coach of our 66 and 16 Oklahoma City Thunder, is your Coach of the Year. So Russell Westbrook for the 2nd year in a row does make the All-NBA first team, as he should. I'm pretty sure this is pretty accurate to what it should be this year, probably, for the All-NBA first team. But nonetheless, let's look at some player stats. Actually, let's look at the standings first. We were 6 games ahead of the Golden State Warriors for first in the West, and wow, the Cavs won 67 and 15. They literally didn't sign anybody. Just what? Okay, I guess they just added a little bit more depth. Okay, so I guess we didn't have the best record in the NBA. But it was scoring was Westbrook, then Hayward, then Tatum, then DeAndre Jordan, then Miles Turner. But this team is solid. Like, I don't think it can get much better. Rebounding was DeAndre Jordan and then Russell Westbrook. Your point guard 2nd in rebounding. That's always a good thing. Assist was Westbrook as well, and then Hayward, and then Julius Randle off the bench with 6 for a power forward. That's pretty impressive. But let's hope we can win it this year, because we do have a pretty good amount of free agents between Randle and DeAndre Jordan next year. I'm pretty sure, and actually, never mind, I don't really know of anybody else. But let's simulate this current round. Actually, we should be fine against the Trailblazers, and we sweep them. Okay, Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Come on, 2-0. 3-0. Okay, we're just ruling the West right now, but here come the Golden State Warriors. Oh boy, we lose game 1, lose game 2. Really? All right, 3-1. You know what? That's so annoying when stuff like this happens, because it really wouldn't like ever happen. I think I'll take Tatum at shooting guard. We need more minutes for our starters. Come on, Randall can get 22 off the bench. Withy can get 14. No, Withy can get 12. Abrinas can get 10. Morrow can get 6. 12 minutes. So Russ has to be getting 36. Tatum needs to be getting 34. 34 for Hayward. 32 for Turner, and 32 for DeAndre Jordan. Come on, let's win this. Come on, let's win. There we go. All right, there we go. That's a win. 3-2 in the series. Come on, we're at Oracle. I know it's gonna be a tough game. Really? We're getting the motherfucking shit kicked out of us. It's terrible. All right, well, we're going on to a 3rd year. Cavs go on to beat them as LeBron's your finals MVP. God damn it, I really wanted to win there, because now we have so many free agents. But let's go to league meetings, make sure nothing got messed up. Didn't. NBA draft, we shouldn't have any picks, or at least any picks of value, because actually, no, we don't have any picks at all. We gave up all of our picks, I'm pretty sure. Yep, no, we had 2 first-round picks, though, to play with. You have to re-sign Russell Westbrook. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, damn. Welp, let's sim to team player options. It'd be so nice if Russ would just accept his player. Oh, he did. Okay, I'll bring that. I'll take. That's awesome. That's so clutch. Now I just have to re-sign DeAndre Jordan and I believe Julius Randle. But Julius Randle's restricted, so I'm just going to match whatever he gets. So now I'll see you guys. Actually, how much salary cap do we have to play with? 19 mil, that's not bad. I think I'm going to move this Abrinas guy to give me... Actually, no, I'm not going to move him. So my free agent's DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, I need to bring him back. That is a must. Even at the age of 30, he's getting up there. But I will bring him back. He's not going anywhere. Now, does anybody see us? Isaiah Thomas is up to a 90. That's what his rating should be right now. Maybe even higher. He's been balling out. I actually didn't know why I clicked on him. Come on, we're a contender. Not for Embiid. Melo, we are a contender. What do you not understand about that? Who could I snag for, like, Favors overall took a hit. Who could I get for, like, 19 mil? Noel? That's close. Yeah, for a mil less than he probably wants. Probably not, but player option. You know, we're an offer for him, so let's just simulate some days. We don't get either player on day one. Come on, LaMarcus. God, come on, Melo. We are a contender. What do they not understand about that? They're both still mulling. Aldridge, Melo, no. All right, we get Noel. I'll bring Noel in. Hopefully we can get DeAndre Jordan right now. There we go. And then I'm going to snag Julius Randle too. Roberson can come back. Collison can come back. And Randle, I'm going to let accept the qualifying, I think. just so he has less money on his contract, so maybe it gives me space to make some more trades. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. That was so clutch. Randall, all right, I'll let you accept the qualifying. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 3. So we are sending Gordon Hayward and Samaj Kristen to the Los Angeles Lakers for D'Angelo Russell and Kent Bazemore. I decided this year I'd rather have much more of a natural guard, if you say. So I'm going to have D'Angelo Russell actually play shooting guard for us. Kent Bazemore is going to come off the bench as another nice piece. This team is looking so good. Actually, I just need to change Russ's position to a shooting guard. Whoops, and he actually goes up 1 overall. So now looking at this team should win a championship without a doubt in my mind. But it's going to be Westbrook, Russell, Tatum, Turner, DeAndre Jordan off the bench, Carmelo Anthony, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel, Kent Bazemore, and Andre Roberson. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. I don't know if this team, if this team can't get a championship done, I don't know what will. Hopefully we can be first in the West again. Maybe finally for the first year get the best record in the NBA and win a championship. And at the end of season number 3, Russell Westbrook wins his 2nd straight MVP. 20.5 points this year, 10.5 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, half a block. Oh, this is just insane, especially with a team with this many superstars. For him to be doing this, it's just nuts. Michael Porter wins Rookie of the Year in Charlotte. Nicholas Batum wins 6 Man of the Year, so I guess he did actually end up backing up Michael Porter as well. Karl Anthony Towns wins Defensive Player of the Year for the 2nd year in a row. Dario Saric wins Most Improved. The amount of big men there is just probably insane because I traded them Adams and Canner, so it's probably insane. Billy Donovan wins his 2nd straight Coach of the Year as we do go 74-8 this year. Good enough for first in the West. I'm sure first in the NBA. Westbrook makes All-NBA first team for the 3rd year in a row, as it should be. Now, 74-8 should be the best record in the NBA, and it is. There we go. That's like more what the Cavs record should be, especially because they don't even sign anybody. They just kind of get better, I guess. But 74-8, this lineup is just so insane. I mean, if you have Melo coming off the bench, you're probably going to be pretty good. That's just what I'm going to say. Player stats, Westbrook took a little bit of a dip in scoring, but we did add so many nicer pieces to this team, including D'Angelo Russell, Carmelo. He kind of looked weird in the Thunder uniform, I'm not going to lie, but DeAndre Jordan actually kind of looked natural, but for only 4 points a game from Nerlens Noel, I thought he'd be getting a little bit more, but rebounding did go to Westbrook, and then DeAndre Jordan. If you're rebounding over DeAndre Jordan, you're a point guard, you are a freak of nature. And then assists also went to Westbrook and then D'Angelo Russell. But let's get into these playoffs, taking on the Spurs in round number 1. I'm not worried about this at all. We should sweep the West. Honestly, we should sweep the whole NBA. We lose 1 to the Rockets. That's kind of disappointing, but we don't even have to face the Warriors. We go the 8-seeded 76ers. Okay, 2K. Okay. I mean, look at this. 7 feet tall. Ben Simmons, I know he's a small forward, but 6'10", 7 feet, 6'11". Until I can ignore him. 6'10", 6'10". That's just ridiculous. Looks like they traded. Oh, never mind. We signed Noel. I was like, where's Noel? But we signed him. But this should be a clean sweep. This shouldn't even be a matchup. There we go. We win in 4. That's Russell Westbrook, your Finals MVP. He gets that infamous NBA Finals. For him, he does it without Kevin Durant, but he did add a few pretty good players around him. But his finals stats are 21.5 points a game, 8 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 4.5 turnovers. Very, very impressive from him. But going over this roster one more time, Russell Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan, D'Angelo Russell, Miles Turner, Julius Randle, Carmelo Anthony, Jason Tatum, Nerlens Noel, Kent Bazemore, Alex Abrines, I think, Andre Roberson, Josh Huestes, Anthony Morrow, and Nick Collison. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like on the video. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. I'm sorry, this is my first video in like a week and a half. I just haven't found time, but I finally did. Glad to get back to the grind, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.